This is Kiyoshi Kawashima, who is Soichiro Honda's successor. He approached business challenges with four possible answers, rather merely the routine binary yes or no, yes and no, and neither yes nor no. Kawashima used that palette of potential responses to, for example, navigate the difficult decision in 1979 of whether to build an automobile factory in Marysville, Ohio, well before any other Japanese company was yet considering such a move in the United States. If yes or no were all he had to choose from, Kawashima would surely have rejected the idea. The cost of the plant would be well over $200 million, and by all projections, the factory would lose money for quite a few years, primarily because developing a Honda-trained, competent supplier base around the facility would take some time. Moreover, with a reputation of American cars in decline by then and reliable and inexpensive Japanese imports from Honda, Toyota, and Nissan riding a popularity wave atop two gas shocks in the 1970s, Japanese cars built by American workers were ironically going to be a somewhat tough sell in the United States. Still, Kawashima knew the right answer was yes and no. Despite the overwhelming logical, data-driven evidence against the project, Kawashima was not prepared to simply dismiss it. It was too easy to reach that conclusion. And a thought nagged at him every time he was ready to bury the proposal that Honda might be missing a golden opportunity to establish a global localization strategy. By examining yes and no for weeks on end, Kawashima knew that ultimately the persuasiveness of either instinct or facts would eventually tilt the scale. And when it did, the answer was obvious, although it flew in the face of what most executives would have decided. Building an automobile factory is risky, Kawashima said. But Honda has been known to take big risks at crucial moments in the past. 2 years later, in November 1982, a silver-gray Accord rolled off the assembly line in Marysville, bearing a blue and white Ohio license plate, USA 001. The first Japanese car to be made in America, it is on display in the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan. The Marysville factory, which turned a profit within its first 2 years of operation, had the most profound effect on the auto industry, said Michael Robinett, managing director of consultants His Automotive in Detroit, because it introduced unique work practices and established new benchmarks for engineering, manufacturing, and quality. And Honda showed that American workers could build vehicles as well as other countries.